might work. Yeah, Spoder, it's too late. I'm sorry, the stream delay is too strong. It's just too strong. Also, let's start freaking out. I think I cured them. Okay. I grow weary of this speedrun. You know what? One comforting thing, I guess, is Jared had to reset this shit so many more times than this before he actually finished a run. Which is largely because he used a lot of much riskier strats than I use. Like the ravioli jump, for example. It depends on which attempt you're referring to, Pinker Pete. My last attempt that actually got far got all the way to Catacombs of the Italian, and very tragically died there. Doesn't want to talk to you. I can't. Oh god, fucking damn it! I can't really access whispers from Chatty if that's what you're referring to. I'd have to go into the browser and open up Twitch and all that. Too much effort. Sometimes being tired and weary works out. Probably the hardest, actually long Tomb Raider game that I ever speedran was Tomb Raider 3 Glitched. I really got wrecked by that game before I finally finished a run. I had at least 3 or 4 deaths in the lost city of Tinos on runs that would have been pretty good. I got trolled by the detonator skip many times. If you've seen Eidgod's runs, you probably know what I'm talking about. But, I eventually got it. On one of those, okay, this is the last run of the day, I am so fucking done with this shit type of runs. Somehow made it to the end, and I was basically happy with it. So, you know, you never know. You just never know how well a run's gonna go. All you can do is try. Ow. I didn't get a flare out. What the fuck am I doing? Wow. Forget having a decent Great Wall time. At least I'll have 1 extra flare, right? Please boost me, Tiger. I need it. Yes. Tiger boost is real. Still though, that's about 7 seconds slower than my typical Great Wall time these days. Most unfortunate. No damage? Are you for real right now? The only damage I took was from the guy up on the balcony. It's easy now with saves. Yeah. Honestly, if I were in my right mind, I should probably start using saves for this run. On jumps like, you know, the Catacombs of the Italian jump. That is one perfect example of where freaking just saving real quick would pay off so much. Because you would keep the run alive and you would just lose a few seconds by having to reload the save. Honestly, Hail Shinra, the only reason I don't use saves for these runs in general is because Jared didn't, and MMAN didn't. Just because that was sort of their own masochistic definition of single segment. But nowadays people are figuring to hell with that. All single segment means is that you can't splice the run, as in like subtract time and edit it together so that it's as good as it can be. And that's what segmented running means. So theoretically I should be allowed to save, it just means that all the menu time that I take by saving should be added to the final time of the run in real time. It's the old convention, as Bell says. Do it all in one go, and if you die, you die. I sure do talk about Jared and MMAN a lot. It's hard not to when they're the only other people who've done this. At least in single segment, as far as I know. Tomb Raider remakes? I've heard that one before. Who knows, maybe someday. If someone besides Crystal Dynamics ever gets the rights to Tomb Raider. Or whoever owns it nowadays. I'm all confused. Okay, that was a really early jump that's gonna make me lose some time here. Unfortunate, but it'll probably still be a gold Venice, even if it sucks. See? Gold. So this run is starting out with a much crappier pace than the others, since I didn't do so well in Great Wall, or rather, I forgot to use the flare cancel in Great Wall, and that was what messed everything up. Well, that's an awkward place to drop the medipack. Is this the most fun category? I don't know. I'm sure it depends on your personal preference. I like this category, just because I find it a little easier to understand than all the crazy glitches that you do in this run. But the glitch route is a lot shorter. Okay, I couldn't put that sentence together. So you could say that it's less soul-crushing in some ways, but also just really difficult. This is probably harder than the glitched run on the whole. I'm gonna have to jump a bunch of times. Only 2. I'll take it. Someone asked something about Crystal Dynamics creating most of something, and I'm afraid I didn't read it in time. The chat has scrolled up. It's at times like this where you need to just sort of sit back, relax, accept that it's just a game. You're just going through Bertoli's hideout. A nostalgic level that's full of funsies, and not a level that you have to associate with horror, Well, that's an interesting thing. That guy did some pathing I've never seen before. The gunman, rather. Train tracks, basically single segment just means that you can't splice the run up and like actually subtract time when you save. Oh god. Well, that was weird. Somehow I didn't lose any health though, which is lucky. Yeah, I can't really explain single segment right this second. I did explain it earlier, but right now I gotta focus. Because this part kills runs so hard. Despite being on not a great pace, I'm still gonna do the slow-ass setup for this. And really, really hope it works. Okay, good. With the 2 jumps straight up, that's actually pretty consistent. For freaking once! Oh, I get it, Booser. But yeah, single segment doesn't actually mean that you can never continue runs and that kind of thing. Like, for example, in games where there are auto-saves and you, like, automatically respawn after dying, you're usually, like, even if you die and respawn somewhere, it's still considered a single segment run, as long as it's not, like, edited. Oh, god damn it. Those guys are being jerks. Well, no, they're not. I just messed up the jumping. God, I'm gonna be so far behind this time. What wall did I go through? I didn't go through no walls. Again, the one thing that I do in this level, climbing through the railing, if that's what you're referring to, is debatable, for sure. But I still think it's also, you could still argue in favor of it not being a glitch. Because reasons, okay? I can't explain it all this time. And honestly, again, Blue Sir can bring this up one more time that I'm sucking up to Jared, but that was how he did the run, and the run was accepted at the time, probably because no one actually cared enough to make a big deal about it. Oh, the fireplace. I wouldn't call that one a glitch either, because you're not actually jumping through anything, you're actually going between the hearth thingy, or the whatever you called it, the little grating box thing that holds all the firewood. That's not a hearth at all. Whatever it's called. You're going between that, and why did I just flare cancel there? That's not where I was supposed to use the flare. You're actually going between that and the wall. Enough to make me not want to run it. Yeah, I can't blame you. It's, again, it's kind of a novelty category, and there's always going to be people who will argue. Calling something a glitchless speedrun always kind of invites that. Were you actually considering running it, Apel? And yet you still won't fucking run Tomb Raider 1. Well, at least there's some people who exist who will run Tomb Raider 1. Now, how would you know a thing like that, Booser? Even before Jared shows up in the chat. He does tend to show up in here when I least expect it. The barking jump isn't that hard to learn if you use the frame buffer strat. Holy shit! That was a an exactly even opera house. I lost 0 seconds and gained 0 seconds, which is pretty good for me. I usually lose time in opera house. But no, April, I wouldn't say that the barking jump is the hardest thing to learn. At least if you do use the frame buffers, which I highly recommend. It makes it a bajillion times more consistent. The hardest one would probably be that jump in floating islands. But who knows, maybe you won't find that one very difficult. And I don't really know what to call that jump. Maybe the floater jump. That guy didn't even shoot me. I've literally never seen that before. Okay, never mind. He changed his mind, realized he was late for the party. God damn it. Okay. At least I didn't fall in the water. How fast can you lock the butler in the freezer? Mr. Takashu. Interesting. Unnecessary health loss. I don't know, I can't say Takashu. But it's an interesting wall of text you got there. About farts. Dot dot dot. I get it. Like take walks in the park. Of course, the sad truth is that I'm on literally the opposite end of the planet from where Jared is. At least until he moves to LA. Or was that only his brother? I don't remember. I think Nirkle might be the one. Wait, please, for the love of God, don't fuck this up. Okay, good. And it wasn't all three of one pickup. Whoa. That was close. Floating Islands jump? Well, if I get back to Floating Islands, I do have the patience to sit through the rest of the run. I can show you. But it's on the part where you grab the second golden cracker. And there's the two statue guys that come to life and start running around. Yeah, under the Jade Dragon house. You jump over that little slope and then you time the grab right and it's easy peasy. But I still think it's hard. It's just very easy to screw up since it's so late in the run, but I don't know, Apel isn't exactly human, so it would be really cool if he started running this category, to be honest. People might actually take it seriously if he started running it. Not that they don't take it seriously enough. But he tends to absolutely destroy single segment times, this APEL. Not really APEL, because you can never do... I mean, it's a little bit like doing that offshore rig jump with absolutely no setup, and it's maybe not as finicky, like you don't absolutely have to wait until the very last frame, but it is a typical extended jump. It's just that there's no possible way you could set it up because you have the freaking statue guys running around. And if you spent time and ammo to kill them, that would pretty much cancel out a lot of the time that the jump saves in the first place. So you really just have to YOLO it and get the positioning just right. Speaking of getting positioning just right, welcome back, Closing Sniper. Wink. Always drop from the same place? I mean, that could work, except that pretty much 100% of the time the statues... 1, 2, 3... Pretty much 100% of the time the statues mess with your positioning. Like, you can't just rely on the position to be really consistent. Okay, that was a dumb time loss. You can't just rely on the positioning to be consistent when you've got those guys boosting you all over the place. Yeah, APEL's also very good at finding strats, so if he could help us out with that one, that would also be great. Saved a little bit of time in offshore rig at least. Also, I still haven't fixed the typo in Tibetan 4 hills. Oh well. So Hail Shinra, basically, with that jump at the end of offshore rig, you have to time the grab on the last possible frame in order to succeed with the jump. And so you can either do it manually and just have godlike timing, or you can use various inventory buffer strats to make your timing specific and consistent. And you also make your angle consistent by climbing out of the water and stopping at a specific place, side flipping, so on and so forth. I think APEL is responsible for that whole strat and setup, basically, but it's similar to the older methods of doing it, but just very easy to do by comparison. It makes that jump less of a run killer. Pete, please. Ouch, Tier 2 Fanatic. What the fuck are you doing? Trying to push me off the cliff? You son of a bitch. God damn it, Boozer. Pinker Pete and Blue Sir are gonna fight for it, apparently. God damn, this conversation is just getting weirder and weirder. Okay, you know what? I'll deal with you later. What's so weird about visiting an oil rig? I mean, if it's an oil rig that happens to be filled with evil cultists who worship a weird guy who wants to turn into a dragon, and whatever, I guess. It's no tomb, but it's an adventure game. The fuck, Pinker Pete? Oh shit, Snarky. How did that go? And yes, I'm still going. Had a run that went all the way to fucking Catacombs of the Talion. Oh god, I think I might have screwed that one up. I always think I've screwed it up and then it turns out I haven't, so I'll just have faith. Twins are doing great. That is awesome, dude. And yep, I finally screwed it up. Oh right, the literal layout of the levels is very bizarre. That's absolutely true. It's the whole grid system that people were willing to accept when it was in Ancient Tombs, because they were just like, oh, well, we don't really know what Ancient Tombs look like because we don't take freaking history classes like nerds. So let's just accept that they have all kinds of fantastical shit in them. When in real life, the vast majority of Ancient Tombs are boring as shit and don't really have anything cool in them. Probably the coolest tombs that exist in real life by far are in China, where they have like actual arrow traps and stuff. But I think that's about as sophisticated as the traps ever really got. Because the thing about most traps is that they wouldn't survive for millennia if they had like all those mechanical parts and stuff most of the time. Or at least it would be difficult to make them have good design integrity, so to speak. Still debating whether I should kill those guys, but I'm not gonna do it, since I'm not on the greatest pace right now. Hey there, Nate. And pretty trashy. Why are you so surprised? I've been streaming literally every day
I have no
lately.
We should spill a bit of both.
Okay, Marco.
The one day I sleep in the past month. Okay, not every day, but
What do you want?
I've done quite a
Come
few
on, stick
Tomb
to
Raider
your
streams
stomach.
lately.
Tell me, where in monastery should we look? Brother.
Okay. Again, save that 27 seconds in OK Marco. How you doing there, pretty trashy? I streamed this game for 5 hours yesterday, and I'm going on 4 hours. Well, no, I'm actually getting close to 420 hours for this one. 4 hours, 20 minutes. Not 420 hours. You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking. And focus, Daniel-san. No idea what that wall of text is. But it seems like a troll. Okay, that was a little close. Spoder, it doesn't matter. Because unless they watch the run in Twitch and get the chat replay, they're not going to be able to see it. But I would prefer if people didn't freaking post random walls of text with profane shit, because it's like a little distracting. But I guess that's kind of the point. Don't you just love barefoot Lara? You mean squarefoot Lara? Does she even have toes? I think her feet are made of like rubber. I mean, you can post whatever in your own time, it's just kind of like, doesn't contribute much other than, like, okay? The stream rules aren't super clear about that. As Spoder says. But I just don't feel like they should really need to be, personally. But who knows? Quick, make it a rule! Alright, I'll pause the stream. By the way, please don't post long descriptions about bee penises. But anything else is fair game, Kappa. Barefoot on rusty metal. Yeah. He's pretty cringy, have to agree. Okay, safety medivac. That was so friggin' close. Holy shit. I was hoping that even if Lara died, she would land on the end trigger, in which case it would still count. But that was a very scary moment for sure. Well, that's awkward. That's very awkward. And yeah, I agree with Pretty Trashy. That kind of goes without saying, Spoder. I mean, yeah, Blue Sir, don't sweat it. I just sort of prefer if you kept the chat mostly PG-13. Mostly. I mean, it's hard not to be, like, not to seem annoyed when I'm trying to focus on the speedrun. It's hard to hold conversations in general while you're speedrunning. That's why a lot of people don't talk to an audience while they're doing it. They just do their own privately recorded runs, because that allows you to focus a little better when it comes down to it. I'm not even sure when that was a thing, Pinker Pete, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say nah. GIF at least, or is it GIF? I'll be with you in a GIF. A Giphy. But wait, that one's spelled with a J, so that makes no sense. Yeah, whatever. Oh, bye. All the fishies are here. None of them are dicking around next to the key. Still running Windows Me, oh god. I've had Windows Me before. Okay, that is a really awkward shark position. Good old Windows Me. I don't know, Blue Sir. There's people who'd probably debate you on that. Maybe. Holy shit, Pinker Pete. I never would have known. Well, Windows 9 was like a decent operating system, especially for its time. It holds up a lot better than Windows Me, I would say. But granted, I haven't used either of those things for Probably over a decade.
No.
Oops. Thanks for reminding me, Laura. That is indeed a no. Fairly proud of your fried chicken? Excellent. But if it's not ravioli, then get the fuck out.
Uh-huh.
Shotgun guy? Okay, I was paranoid for a second because I wasn't sure if the barrels were already rolling. Well, that was a really annoying way to lose time. Could have been worse, though. Oh, I threw the flare too early. Wow. The flubs are real right now. That was very good RNG. Usually I have to turn around to kill that guy. Well, hail Shinra. I'm not sure which time save you're talking about, but... God damn it. Minus 0.7. That's pretty much how most of my Recovery Doria runs are. I usually don't save much time on that level. A more somber topic? Well, great. Good luck with that, Nate. I'm just gonna be over here playing my video game where I shoot animals and make them go extinct and that kind of thing. You know, real life, down to earth things. Hey there, profiler. How you doing? Holy shit, we really have 69 viewers? That is pretty fucked up. This can't not be the run now. Tomb Raider Tuesday, guys. Come on, we gotta believe. Even though I am tired as fuck right now. Even though it's the middle of the day. Well, actually, it's the afternoon. It's almost 4:20. Now that I mention it. Okay, so can I finally do the end of this level properly for once? Stay tuned to find out. If I can, I might be at a whole minute ahead. Well, that's a start. That was close. If I'd fallen down there, it would have been really annoying. I haven't really done anything for 500 followers, Pinker Pete, no. Sorry about that. Ooh, that was too far to do a grab. No! That was so close! Come on! That was a good position. I really should have made that one. Oh, that is so upsetting. So friggin' upsetting. God damn it. I grabbed too early or something. Maybe I got the angle slightly wrong. Lost 25 seconds. That really sucks. Should have used the safety strat. It's all my hubris. And I screwed that up. That'll make me lose a bit of time. Well, since I'm losing all my time in this run, that means it's probably going to be the run. That's how it works, right? You win some, you lose some. I'm sealing the RNG for a run that will actually go to the end. By screwing up living quarters again. Well, nope, Blue Sir, there aren't. It's just against, like, blatant, explicit content sometimes. It can be a little distracting, is all. There's no, like, specific discrimination to it. In my opinion, anyway. Or maybe it's more just, like, explicit content with, like, no context. I don't know. It's obviously a difficult line to draw. Well, at least we didn't get trolled by the shotgun guy, or did we? Okay, just making sure. Run jinxed successfully. God damn it. Can't believe I lost 25 seconds in living quarters. That looked so good. Like, I was really feeling that one. When I did that jump, I felt like my position was just right. But I definitely did something wrong. I either grabbed too early, too late, or I angled it wrong somehow. There's so many little things that can go wrong. And then I screwed up the deck strat for the first time in a long time. Guy I killed from the roof. I couldn't just ignore him because he would have eventually... We definitely would have crossed paths eventually, and there's a bunch of other guys that spawn in that area, and it's best to at least kill a couple of them so that they A, don't waste your time by pushing you around, and B, don't waste all your health by hurting you. And particularly in the beginning of this run, it's good to try to conserve health. At the beginning of the deck run specifically, rather. Because in the deck there's that force damage part where you need to have full health to survive the drop. And so, in order to actually not have to use a medipack in the beginning, you have to not take much damage. Please. Okay, good. That's a pretty tricky little jump there. Doesn't save very much time, but it's fun to do. Goddamn shotgun guy. Enough! Whoa, he's right there. Maybe I'll finally get to kill him. Wow, this shotgun guy is being the biggest douche right now. He just freaked. Did you see him just like run to the side? And now he's over there, so he's probably gonna shoot me even more. Which means there's a good chance I'm gonna have to use a small medipack. Because there's a bunch more force damage in this level. With a certain drop down strat I like to do. I guess I could just not do that strat, but I don't know. Oh, blue sir, please. Safety med pack. Probably would have been fine, at least for the moment, without it, but I would have had to use it somewhere down the line, this level. Hey, at least I didn't get set on fire. That's a plus, right? And I should be saving some time in this level, despite screwing up that one part. Here comes Kool-Aid, here comes Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I had to. Officially hit the halfway point of the run. Where everything becomes quite clinch. Ah yes, the TRLE scene. I was into it once upon a time. Nowadays, not as much. But there's some pretty cool TRLEs out there. Skidoo hype! can't do any of them. They're usually harder than the original games, that's for sure. They don't have to be, though. People could make them reasonable. They just usually get marked down if they do. They get given like 7 out of 10 or something, because they didn't come up with a bunch of mind-blowing new puzzles that the reviewers like. Oh yeah, Hail Sheener, there's like a whole world of classic Tomb Raider styled levels. The vast majority of them are in the Tomb Raider 4 engine though, because the official editor that was released by Core Design was in that engine, and it's kind of just a better editor than the other one. What about TRNG updates? Yoink. No hidden jump switches, goddammit. Whatever happened with your trying to upload Kaiser Raider to TRLE.net? Did they actually like reply to you saying we can't accept this level because it's too hard, or something like that? Or did it just kind of not happen? Don't fuck up, fam. Yeah, no pressure or anything. Holy shit, 69 bullets. Well, say goodbye to the 69 bullets. Also say goodbye to that eagle. There's a very specific reason that I kill that eagle. You never even tried to upload it? Are you kidding me? But it's perfect as is. Kappa. And yes, I just said Kappa out loud. What are you gonna do about it? Safety medipacks. Even though I'm not taking any damage. Holy shit, 77 viewers? Are you for reals? It's a little scary. Pressure is on. Please don't drive away. Okay, good. It should work. Get wrecked. Yeah, April, your player filter is freaking ridiculous. It's just too hard, baby rage. Out loud, baby rage. And now cue the epic music. Oh, come on, that wasn't close enough. There is one more actually pretty scary jump at the end of this level. I could try doing the consistency method. I'm not sure how much slower it is. Fuck it. Just gave up my time because I changed my mind. Aw, what? Losing time. Not much time. And at least this time I didn't split twice. Pretty trashy. The world record for this category, held by me, is 143.27 real time. In the splits it says 143.19, but that's inaccurate because I didn't know when to end the timer exactly when I did the world record, so I messed that up and ended it a couple seconds too early. So the actual time I'm trying to beat is 143.27. For glitchless, that is. For glitched, that's a whole different story. It's a whole lot shorter than glitched. Alright, Blue Sir. Again, don't beat yourself up so much.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but it's not that big of a deal. But again, take what I say with a grain of salt, since I'm definitely not the picture of mental health. Unnecessary flares for the win. Is it just me, or is there something different right now? I feel like my position got changed. Well, that happens to everybody, Looser. Hope you feel better soon. And I'll see you when I see you. Have to drive home in 5 minutes. Hope the run is still going to the end when I get home. Oh boy, I sure hope so too. Hail Shinra. I fucking hope so. Yeah, sometimes the problem when you feel like depressed and shitty, sometimes the problem is just like either dehydration or hunger, or both. And you never know.
Uh-huh.
The camera was freaking out because it was re-triggering after I skipped it for the 2 boulder traps. I always think I forgot that key. And these guys seem to be alive. More physical for him, more mental for me. Are you sure? I don't know how you would know that exactly. Unless you do Blue Sir, like, in real life, in person. You could infer it. But most people have some form of mental problems. Okay, maybe that's the kind of thing someone who has mental problems would say, but I think it's mostly true. Just ask any psychiatrist. Being a perfectly happy person with no issues is quite the exception. Oh, is that so, V-Rule? Me too. We can be friends now. Deep talk on Tomb Tuesdays, god damn it. All I can say is that... Okay, this isn't all I can say. I talk quite a bit. But, just because you have some kind of prescribed condition doesn't mean that you're gonna react the same way to it as a different person. I do happen to be a tentative believer in the Enneagram, and okay, it sounds like they're getting their shit wrecked up there. Holy shit, that timing. Oh yeah, and to answer Pretty Trashy's question, Tier 2 Fanny is on top of it. A touch of can be nice. Tibet was super fun. Yeah, I remember liking Tibet too, to be honest. Where the fuck? Time waste for that medipack. I always liked Tibet, partly because it was such a contrast from the deep, terrifying underwater levels to be in the friggin' Himalayas. You go from a claustrophobic environment to the complete opposite of that. And it's neat. Okay, this jump is... Why did I get rid of the flare? Not supposed to get rid of the flare there. Whatever. Just keep it going. Alright, hail Shinra. Drive carefully and all that. And thanks for hanging out. Screwing up this ladder movement so much right now. By Nyko Bass? But Blue Sir, what does perfectly sane entail exactly? I think it's a construct by society, man. Sorry, I had to make that joke. It was super necessary. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Pretty sure that didn't screw up the sequence. Good. Whew. That was really close. If I messed up the jumping sequence a tiny bit, but fortunately it wasn't enough to make me die. Didn't like it. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent to it at this point. I think it's a fine game in its own right. Tomb Raider Anniversary, that is. It's like not a terrible game. It's a completely different type of game to these ones, and I don't happen to be as interested in playing it a whole lot. It does have some pretty epic speedrun strats that were discovered relatively recently. Lots of airwalking. There's a lot of airwalking in modern games, since out of bounds and all that. This game doesn't actually have out of bounds. Like, you literally... Also, that's quite a trip there. The game cannot render more than, like, 4 or 5 thingies on screen at once. Anniversary doesn't have any... Oh, no, wait, what am I saying? It totally has QuickTime events. Derp. You're right, you're right. I was trying to think of which one didn't have QuickTime events, and that might be none of them. I thought that it was gimmicky at times, but it did have some platforming of its own. I just don't like its platforming as much as the platforming in these games. I don't find it as interesting, because it's all sort of scripted platforming. What I'm trying to say really is that I don't consider Tomb Raider Anniversary or, you know, stuff like Uncharted. I actually like the Uncharted games a lot more than the Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider games, just for the record. Just because I like the characters and the story and the presentation more in Uncharted. But I would never consider those games actual, like, platformers, because you don't actually, like, control the jumping mechanics. They're all sort of built into the game and scripted, so to speak. And they're dependent on you filling out certain parameters and doing things that the game requires you to do. Whereas these games, which are more primitively programmed, you could say, allow a lot more freedom to platforming, because they don't, like, restrict you. So where you can only make this jump if you jump to it from this specific spot, and you'll never not make the jump unless the game randomly glitches out and cancels it. So it just sort of, it takes away an element of control from the player that you had in the old games. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I thought the old games had better controls, even though they're kind of famous for having shitty controls. And V-roll, that's a much more open-ended question. But I guess the answer is everything? Completely different programming, that kind of thing. Made by a different company. Very different story. I mean, Anniversary mimics the basic layout of Tomb Raider 1, sure, but it doesn't mean that it's actually a similar game in terms of, like, gameplay and that kind of stuff. That's what really defines the game, in my opinion. It's fine as an HD remake, like as a remake in the style of a more modern game. I think it serves its purpose decently. It might be my favorite Crystal Dynamics game that I've played thus far, but to be fair, I've only played fucking 2 of them. Anniversary and Legend. I still need to play Underworld Blind. Damn, that time save. But okay, now we need to focus since this is the fucking level that I died to in the last run. Me. How did you not damage me just now? I'm not gonna question it, I'm just gonna take it. More linear and watered down? I guess. Just depends on what you mean by watered down. Like the control scheme and the type of game is definitely watered down, you could say. No, I get what you mean. It's way more linear in the sense that you can't exploit the game's mechanics in as many interesting ways. I mean, part of why I like these older Tomb Raider games is because glitchless strats actually exist, at least by our definition. Okay, I'm not going to get into big conversations now because I need to focus. Stop shooting me, you dingus. Because, I mean, a lot of the reasons for me to like these Tomb Raider games have everything to do with how poorly designed they were, and how rushed they were. They had to crank this shit out in, like, a year. They did what they could, but a lot of it, at least a lot of these classic Tomb Raider games, are unfinished in one way or another. And that's part of why you can break the game in so many ways, both with glitches and with what I choose to call glitchless strats, where you simply jump somewhere that the devs didn't realize Lara could jump. So I can't always vouch for the idea of playing Tomb Raider, the classics, exactly the way most people expect you to play them. Okay. It's important that I take those guys out because when I do the curve jump later in the level, if I haven't killed those guys, then they will wreck me while I'm trying to do that and make my life miserable. Also, what's going on, Michi? Jump Inc. God damn it. Well, yeah, for one, the blockiness has a certain charm to it, but the main reason I like it is because it's conducive to a platformer. Everything is divided into nice, neat little units, making it easy to consistently do things in a certain specific way. Whereas with the newer games, barring the out-of-bounds strats, playing the actual game with the platforming mechanics in place, it's kind of just sort of a crapshoot. Like, you're just leaving it up to the game whether or not Lara chooses to grab a ledge. Unless you use manual grab, in which case, good luck with that. Oh my god. Super optimal pickup. Classic RNG manipulation right there. Oh god. We're getting pretty close to that part again. Lord, please give me strength to not press jump until the very... or not press action until the very last second when I need to press it. And to not press the right arrow key too soon. before it is my time to press the right arrow key. This has nothing to do with RNG. I just have to get good. And fuck it. I'm doing this. The save gave me confidence. I'd prefer not to make a habit of doing that, but I'm really sick of losing runs this late in the game. I'm getting desperate. Kitty boosts. The tortellini jump? God damn you guys. Not you guys in chat. The guy who just freaking shot me up. Actually, I don't think I needed to use that small medipack. Whoops. Whatever. Lost some time on that level, but that's okay. The next place where I will be very tempted to use a save is Temple of Xi'an. Come on, baby. I can do this. Good. Wonder how I'm doing on medipacks. Near the end of the run is where you really have to start worrying about that. What was that about tigers being endangered? I think what you mean to say is extinct! Oh my god. Why am I so paranoid about that part still? The pressure is on right now. Okay. We'll see if I can get through these Yetis without losing too much health. But there's no guarantees. Oh, great. Just we're off to a great start. Okay. Well, I don't have enough health, but at least I had a small medipack to spare. Which is good. What was that, Blue Sir? And the answer is yes, I'm pretty sure. I have taken a shower today. Yeah, Yetis and dinosaurs. Good point. Yeah, just stand there, that's good. Please. Wow, this is really good RNG. Usually he runs away. Okay. Saved a little bit of time in that level. Yeah, this is the other level where I will be tempted to save the game. Screw tempted, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I don't even give a shit anymore. It's still single segment. Just means I get a second chance at these jumps that can kill the run otherwise. Thank you for the follow, Davies147. I can do this. Oh, Temple of Xi'an. It's been a long time since I'd have to deal with this shit. Extra med pack. That jump is scary. I might get nicked by the spikes. Okay, not quite. Hey there, 8th Doctor. Thanks for the host. How you doing? Sub 140, yeah, I don't know about that. My best hope is for sub 143 at this point. I should be able to save at least 20 seconds. I mean, I'm almost a minute ahead right this second.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of honestly considering chickening out on this next part with the spikes. I don't know, man. This part is so scary to me. Oh my god, stop jinxing the run and just do it. Easy peasy. Absolutely nothing to worry about. 79 viewers, holy shit. We did it, Reddit! This is the part of the run where I start using lots of unnecessary safety strats, since I get so freaking paranoid. Holy shit, Kykness with the 6 viewer host. How's it going, dude? One more, just for good measure. Okay, this is the point where I really should probably not be looking at the chat. It all comes down to this next level. just like practice. Why did I roll instead of backflipping? Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Saves. You see, that's why you can't really do a setup for this. Holy shit, that was close. So that's the scariest jump in this level, but as we've seen yesterday, there are other things that can kill the run. Many other things. Can't even do a grab cancel there. Easy. For you, maybe. Statue boosts. Ian, it's 1:43:27, but it says that in the splits because I ended the timer at the wrong moment, but close enough. It's around there anyway. Somebody get the Sebjo choir in here. Okay, now depending on whether these guys hit me. Okay, looking good. Oh boy. I was so scared that I would die from that. That's why I hesitated. God damn. I know, Apel. There's a curve jump you can do over one of those roofs. And I just can't handle the optimal strats when it's this late in the run. I can't do it. That's one difference between Apel and me. Is he just fucking goes all out. He's a professional, you could say. And am I fucking tripping, or is that a... Oops. Is that a gray health bar? Wow. Maybe what someone said about the purple health bar was true after all. I just never noticed it in all these years. And here we are again. This is where I fell into the lava. My last attempt that made it this far. How are you not dead yet? Scary. But yeah, pretty much all my super consistent can't possibly screw it up strats fall apart once I get this far in a run. Because I just get so goddamn scared. I'm only human, okay?
Uh-huh.
No idea if I even need that medipack. I haven't really kept proper track of how many medipacks I have. But I tend to assume I need it. I need it! Especially because of this part here. Alright, go, 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 go. Much! That was... I just, like, freaked out so bad there. Because I tried to use a small medipack and it didn't work because I was out. So I was like... That wasn't exactly how I was, but you get the idea. Climbed up a little further than I had to there. God damn. I am so jumpy right now. I'm probably going to use ridiculously safe strats for this part here. Or should I call it the badass games, no loads, no meds part. How many med packs? 6. That should be plenty. I really hope I have enough bullets to take out that last guy. Oh god. Please, M16 bullets, don't run out before he's dead. I command you. Okay, he's dead. And now we pray. These motherfuckers won't let me pick up the stupid cracker. Okay. 3 medpacks left. Come on, get out of there. And we are fucking through. Holy fucking balls. Oh my god, this run. Look, there's a pistol stuck in her left hand. Glitch. I kinda wanna check how many flares I have left over, but I'm not going to. Also, nice pure user. I saw that from here. I'm not even reading the chat. Lost 9 seconds in that level, but I'll take it. Because the enemies would not let me pick up the stupid cracker. Oh wait, so maybe Spoder ruined the pyramid on you guys' screen, but on my screen it was actually complete. so hope that makes you feel better, Loser. And get wrecked, Spoder. Thank you, window, for not trolling me. I've had times in practice where that window just would not break, and it made me waste a bunch of time. This level in general, it's not going to kill the run, but it can definitely make you waste time. One of the most random parts is that part with the dog and the guy, so that's at least out of the way. But the trouble with this level is once in a while you get some douchebag who decides to wander off and get completely lost. I really want to, like, look at this level in Fex Inspect sometime and figure out what the fuck is happening. Okay, so that's all the Bat Thug guys. And that's the last dog. Any more? Okay. Now, there might be another gunman somewhere. If so, rip gun. But there isn't! Haha! All things considered, it wasn't too bad of an arm sweep. And now I have to wait until the end of the cutscene to end the timer. That's the mistake I made last time.
Don't you think you've seen enough?
Yes. Okay. Alright. I saved 28.3 seconds overall. Oh wait, no, it was actually more than that, since it was an incorrect split before. Add... let's see... 8 seconds? It said 19, and it was actually 27. So yeah, add 8 seconds to that, so I actually saved 36 seconds, approximately. All that work for 36 seconds. Holy shit. I finally finished a run. It wasn't perfect, but I'm not here to make it perfect. I'm here to improve it, even if slightly. Hey there, Turk Fox. Hey everyone, 85 fucking viewers. Or maybe it's 77, I can never tell. Chatty gives you 2 numbers. Wow. I did it! Now I never have to play this game ever again in my life. Whew. How's that ammo accuracy? Not the greatest, actually. Exactly 20 health packs used. Go figure. Oh my god, I finally did it at the end of a 5.5 hour stream after losing so many runs. I even did, like, safety saves in this run, but I didn't have to use any of them, luckily.